So how to read a NCERT book? If you want to read NCERT book, you have to first complete a chapter. Only after completing that particular chapter, you have to start reading the NCERT. If you start reading NCERT before you even complete that chapter, you are not going to understand anything and you are going to miss a lot of important points. So first complete that chapter, then start reading the NCERT. And yes, point you have to remember is that do not underline any lines on your first reading. At least read 2 times. On the third reading, take a highlighter, underline all the lines that you think are important and that are going to come into exams. First, you have to perfectly know what lines are going to come into exam. You should at least have previous year question papers. If you have done previous year question papers, you can understand what topics are being repeated every year, and you can focus more on that topics. Remember, even if you read the NCERT book 3 times, you are not going to get all the points because NCERT lines are very sophisticated. Its language is very hard. So even if you read the NCERT book 10 times, there are still going to be points that you think new every time you read the book. That's why keep repeating. Keep reading the book again and again. Only then can you solve the questions in exam. This particularly goes for the biology book. The NCERT chemistry and physics books, you have to read the chemistry's NCERT books, and chemistry's NCERT books of inorganic and organic. Physical chemistry you can ignore. Only read graphs that are present in physical chemistry NCERT book. If you are reading NCERT book of physics, then you have to read physics NCERT book of 12th class, not 11th class. You can ignore 11th class. You have to read the 12th class NCERT book of physics. It is a must if you want to get higher marks in physics subject. When you are reading the chemistry's NCERT book, particularly focus on the tables and graphs. Yes, tables. You don't have to remember the actual values written in the table. You just have to remember the trend, on which level the values are increasing, where values are decreasing, what is the order of increasing order, decreasing order. That you have to remember because that is going to come into exams. But remember, these tables are not more important than the actual theory because only 2 to 3 questions on these tables come every year. So don't focus all your time on this table. Focus more time on the theory because every year the NTA is putting more NCERT questions or based on theory. This year also in chemistry there were a lot of statement based questions both in physics and chemistry.